So today's show is all about stichomancy or stichomancy. I think it's stichomancy. I know it's a weird word, very old ancient word for using the written word for divination. More often than not, you'll hear that term used in bibliomancy, where people would use the Bible passages for a link or a message from the world of spirit. Well, it can really be used with any book, and I actually recommend it for my book here. Oh, glare, big glare. Okay, The Lessons of Jesus Christ. You guys might be seeing it backwards. Anyways, so The Lessons of Jesus Christ is my book. Don't let it freak you out. It's not about Jesus. But oddly enough, I didn't know at the time that I wrote this that that's how the book should actually be read or used or whatever. Now, granted, some people do read it from cover to cover, and that's absolutely fine, and it's uplifting, and there's wonderful messages there. However, through the years, and it's been published now for a couple years, people have told me, oh my gosh, I use this as a daily divination form. And there's different ways to do this. In my book, what we do is normally if I want a daily inspiration, it's like, okay, Lord, give me my message for today, or spirit, or whatever. And then you randomly open it up to a specific page, okay? However, because they are kind of numbered, it's kind of interesting too, because you can go by chapter, and then you can also choose by the number of which message or what page you would like spirit. Okay, so Spirit, please give me a number, so I hear in my head, or I just think of a number, which is psychometry, as well as using the clairaudience, yes. And I'm hearing the page 89. So let's begin. So I'm just going to read page 89, or what's on page 89 here. And if you can take it, you can take it. That's awesome. So the message from Jesus is, there is much in this life that you do not understand. The workings of the heavenly bodies are much more involved than what is presently known. You come from a place of physicality where everything can be seen, heard, or felt with the physical body. So, and there's writing and writing and writing. That's just part of it. So instead of wasting time and reading the whole thing, to me, it's kind of a funny thing, because I've been thinking about astrology a lot lately. And I do have to say, I consider myself a failure in astrology because there's just so much to remember. But I've been thinking about it a lot lately and how it affects all of us. Now, keep in mind that yesterday was the full moon, right? At 2:11 p.m., I believe it was. And a lot of times people go into the full moon phase when we go into the full moon phase when not necessarily it's a full moon outside of us, right? In the planetary system. Now, of course, we all know that the hospitals go crazy, the criminals go crazy, everything kind of is wonky when it's a full moon. And I'm sure many of us have felt the same thing. So it's interesting that I just kind of picked a random number from Spirit, and they took me right to that, which is happening now, right? Which is happening now. So that message to me was kind of a confirmation that I was on the right track.